Mhm.
All right. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to everybody that just joined from YouTube. If you are on YouTube right now, you can get in the Zoom and come submit your seller calls if you want. If you want to do that, go to joinblueprintrei.com. But here's what we're doing here. We are calling motivated sellers today in preparation to the closers Octagon. So tomorrow, I'm heading out to Arizona for February 9th, which is the closers Octagon competition, where I will be calling sellers live with Pace Morby and Jerry Norton and a bunch of other closers in a competition to see who can move the needle with the most conversations. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to prepare. I learned this the hard way. During this competition, there were three different rounds. Okay. And in the first round, I almost got booted out because I was not prepared. So once I learned my lesson, I was like, you know what? It's time to get prepared. So I started practicing role plays for the second round and all that stuff. And now we're here in round three, in the final round, ready to go compete with the man himself, Pace Morby, and his homie, Jerry Norton. So it's going to be pretty cool. But that's what we're doing here. We're going to be calling live sellers. If you want to get your seller call, to have your seller be called during this, please get in the Zoom. Go to joinblueprintrei.com so you can get the link to that. And let's get going, man. Let's get going. Okay. Uh, let's start off with Alondra's lead. Alondra, do we have a name?
Yeah, it's that last message, Estella. She spoke to Allie and Daniel.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Triple dial. If you didn't triple dial, you didn't call the seller. You know what I'm saying?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
All right, Alondra, we'll circle back. All right. Renee, we're going to get on to your seller here. Zebra.
Hello.
Hey, this must be Zebra.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Zebra, my name is Mike. My referral partner gave me your information about the property on 308 Wildwood.
Who's the partner?
Renee.
Okay. Well, I think I won with an offer. It got my curtains. So I'm gonna see what they talking about first before I go to the next level with anybody else.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So it sounds like
Okay.
you're in talks with another buyer.
Yes, I am.
Love it. Okay. Well, I can always be a backup offer for you in case that thing doesn't play out the way that you're hoping so. Um, could you tell me a little bit about the property?
It's a 4 bedroom, 3 bath, newest house, but you know, the taxes are really high, so that's why I'm going with a cash buyer.
Hmm.
I'm kind of taking the best offer I can get, just so I can kind of get them under this mortgage that I have.
Got it. So what exactly happened with the taxes?
Oh, they went to like 20,000 in over a year.
Are you kidding me?
No, no, I mean that's bullets and they're ridiculous right now.
That is nuts.
Yeah, this thing like it should be illegal or something, but you know,
Yeah, no, it's crazy. They don't really have too many laws when it comes to how much they can charge on taxes when the value of the properties are going up.
yeah, but they assess my property and assess it for a lot more than what they've been doing. Cause like, get out of my curtains for the last couple years, so that had a lot to do with the assessed value of my property.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they'll dictate, you know, what they're gonna charge you for taxes. Oh gosh, was this your personal house?
Yes, it is.
Oh man. Do you
Yeah.
already have like a moving plan and all that type of stuff or?
Yeah, I have another house, so yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's good.
everything. If the deal go through, then hopefully it'll go through. If it don't, I will call you as a backup person. Or feel free to call me back when they say about 21 days or so.
Mm-hmm.
And if nothing changes, you're more than welcome to give me a call back.
Yeah, 100%. So no problem. Did you already sign a contract with these guys and stuff or?
Yes, I did.
Oh, got it. Okay. So you're just pretty much waiting for the deal to close.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no problem. To be honest, about 50% of our deals that we end up doing end up being sellers that come back to us after being under contract with another buyer. And it's simply because a lot of people just either aren't serious or don't know what the heck they're doing. So yeah, 100%. We could try to figure something out. Hopefully it goes through. You know, I don't want them to not get the deal with you done, but in the event it doesn't, then we're always here. Tell me what's got you interested in selling?
Just the taxes. That's it. I didn't want to sell my house, but I don't have no other choice. I'm only selling because of the taxes are too high.
Got it. So
Yeah.
just like the monthly payment on the tax bill is just getting to be too much.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. Are you moving like in a location that's near there or?
I own another house a couple of blocks away. So my taxes wasn't affected that bad on that house. So I'm still moving to that house.
Oh, there you go. That's a blessing.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Well, so I have it for our next call. What were you hoping to get for the property for a price?
Around 160.
Okay. Is that where the other buyers were at, 160?
No, they're a little lower than that. But it was close enough to what I was trying to get, so I was okay with it.
Okay. No problem. So where are they at?
150.
Oh, that's not too far off.
No, it's not just right there. So I took the best reasonable offer. And I've been getting offers like all day. So I just went with the company. I just crossed my fingers and hope they can do the deal.
Yeah,
When you get it,
100%. Do you have a lot of people calling you to buy the house?
yes, I do.
It's bananas. Once you own a house, it's like everybody and their mother thinks that they can go buy it.
Mm-hmm. But as long as they can sell it, that's all my concern is them selling it.
Right.
But
Well,
okay.
hopefully these guys can close. What you can do is you can just save my number under Mike, and I'll give you a call here in the next couple weeks. Couple things that I would just look out for just in case. If they haven't given you anything like a proof of funds or any proof that they're buying any houses in the area, I would just be kind of concerned about it, and I would ask them more questions before. I mean, you already have a contract signed with them, so it is what it is at this point. But
everything's my lawyer, so
got it. There you go.
So it's not. I'm not even doing it because I don't know what I'm doing. So they doing everything through the lawyer.
Okay, you're a smart woman.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, okay. If worst case scenario, that deal doesn't go through, we'll see if we can come up to a number around that 150, 160 area, and then, we can move forward with your attorneys. But good luck with the deal itself as it is right now. Hopefully it goes through for you, and we'll be in touch.
Okay. Thank you.
All
Thank
righty.
you so much. Have a great day.
No problem. You too. Bye-bye. Boom. All righty, Renee. Good job.
Thank you so much, Mike. Yeah, that was an inbound lead. I just talked to her yesterday.
Really? So what happened yesterday? Was she already under contract or?
She did not indicate to me she was under contract. She indicated to me she wanted to speak more with me. And so, yeah, I know, you know how, with Facebook, who knows how many times people put in,
Mhm.
so you have to be quick with those leads. I just wasn't
Mhm.
sure with the tax issues as far as what the payment would be, because she was talking about the payment would be massively more. So
Mm.
if she was thinking the only person that's gonna buy it is an investor, that was her thing. But I'm like, well, if it doesn't cash flow, I don't know what investor's gonna buy it. So I
Right.
really wasn't sure
What's
which
the
way to
ARV
go.
on that property? Do you know?
Well, nothing in her subdivision has sold. I saw everything in her year going at 300,000, nothing below, that are like
Okay.
hers, apples to apple. And even the 50-year-old ones, that were closer are going for like 280.
Got it. Yeah. So I mean, it's a deal depending on what needs to be done for work.
Yeah, you
If
see
you're
the
at
pictures. I
280
showed you. I
ARV.
sent you the pictures. The pictures are beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful house. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like
Oh, I
nothing
got
but
him right here.
cosmetic. Yeah,
Oh,
really
dang.
beautiful. I hate that I didn't make an offer on the first call, but I wasn't sure with the tax issues if that was going to be doable, because I spoke to
Renee.
a
Oh
realtor there.
no.
Yeah. I spoke to a realtor there who said no investor is going to buy that. The taxes are high.
I mean, we'll buy it to put it to clean it up and put it right back up on the market. You
Okay.
know? So but
Mm-mm.
but this is a very, very good point that you bring up.
Okay.
And, this drives me insane when my team does this. Somebody
Okay.
will tell my team some information like, oh yeah, nobody will want to buy the property because of this, that, and the other. And then all of a sudden they put that in their brain and they think
Yeah.
that that is the end all be all when it's not.
Right.
You see what I mean? When like
Yes.
we are the experts. So they could tell us that, but we just need to keep on gathering more information and come up with the solution. Not sure I understand. Come up with a solution ourselves. You see what I mean?
Got
Uh,
you.
and what happens is you'll miss out on opportunities like this. Don't sweat it, like,
Yeah.
learning processes and stuff like that. Plus, who knows, these buyers might not perform. And
And it's
if they
weird
don't
because
perform,
did she say someone gave offer her 150 something?
yeah, so she said that she's under contract with somebody at 150. She wanted 160.
Okay, because she told me she had an offer for 170 yesterday. So yeah, so I was like, well, why wouldn't you go with that? That seemed like a really good offer. So yeah, I knew she was ready to go though. So
Mm.
but her
Yeah, that's
concern
the
was
deal.
also, she was like, well, nobody's offered me to come to walk the property or anything like that. So I actually had a cousin of mine who lives that way who's going to go walk the property the weekend, because she
Mhm.
seemed more concerned. She's like, they're making all of these offers and they haven't even come. So I said, I can have someone to come by, if that's your concern. So
Mhm.
just thought I had a little time.
So was this a PPC lead?
It was, yeah, Facebook marketing lead. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, man, these inbound leads are very, very hot. Like you got to be on them quick because here's what they're doing. They're going to every other website as well and filling
Right.
out information. They're contacting like 5 to 10 buyers, and all of them are hammering. So
Right.
the people that I was talking about this to someone in the nightly dial the other day, they insisted that they needed to go on an on-site appointment. And I'm like, bro, if you got to wait until tomorrow to go on an on-site appointment with this guy and I call them, I will get the deal. Like I promise. with the skill set and stuff that we have as wholesalers, locking up deals over the phone, man, like wasting your time with on-site appointments, unless it's like, a long-term follow-up, or, a lead that that there's not really any competition. By all means, go on site and make it happen. Your conversion rate goes through the roof when you go on site. But with something like a very, very hot PPC lead, like if you can lock it up over the phone, just lock it up over the phone and forget the on-site thing. Because that simply is just a smoke screen of an objection. And it's not even an objection, it's more of a complaint, right? It can be handled. So when somebody's like, hey, aren't you guys going to come see the property and all that stuff? I'll say something like, well, tell me what's going on with the condition of the property. Typically what we'll do is we'll figure out just via a conversation. We do a bunch of these deals every single month. So we'll figure out what the conversation is, from what the conversation is, what the condition is, and then we'll compare it to all the other deals that we've done. And that's how we'll come up with our rehab budget and stuff. But we have access to everything via our computer. It's like, we realized, especially during COVID, that it wasn't really necessary for us to go on every single on-site appointment. And then all of a sudden that kind of goes out. It goes out the window. And now it's not a thing anymore. Do you see what I mean?
For
But
sure. Thank you so much. I
but what
appreciate it.
yeah,
Lesson learned.
yeah, no problem. But here's what will happen, Renee. People will a seller will tell you that, right?
Hmm.
And whenever they give you, I call them smoke screens, is that's all they are. Whenever they give you a smoke screen, you got to realize, you got to take it for what it is. Take it as a smoke screen. When you take it for face value, like when you take it for legitimacy, and like that's the thing that they absolutely need, you'll end up falling victim to their process. And this isn't like we're at war with them, but you'll fall victim to their process when your process is the process that has the expertise. You know what I mean? So the way that I teach this is like, whenever you go to the car dealership, right, and you're about to go buy a car, they have their own process, right? They don't let the prospect dictate how they do the paperwork, and how you go to the desk and you get qualified for a loan, and then you got to go to that department and get qualified for insurance, and you got to go to that department and get the warranty and all that stuff. That is their process that they don't change for anybody, right? So that's what we got to do too. We got to have our own ways about doing things, and not let the prospect or the seller kind of dictate what it is that we do. But Renee, don't sweat
Got
it.
it. Great, great. Thank you
It's a
so much.
it's a learning experience. And who knows, this could be a bonehead wholesaler that doesn't know what the heck they're doing. So stay in touch with this lead. I would call them like every 3 days or something like that, just to check in.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you.
to make sure that these people are actually closing on the deal. But it does look like from the pictures, and if ARV is even north of 250, it looks like a deal. So stay on top of it.
Thank you.
Good job, Renee, with the hot lead, yo. That's a hot lead right there. Let's go. All righty. What do we have next here? Alondra, I'm gonna try your lead back again. Actually, before I do that, any questions on that conversation? Like, is anybody like, Mike, what the heck did you do there? Or actually, better off, this is what I need right now. I need somebody to tell me, Mike, you stunk there. You needed to do that different, or you could have done this better. That's what I need. I don't need the Mike, you're great at talking to sellers. I need the, yo, you need to get better because you're going against Pace Morby and Jerry Norton. So somebody put in the chat what I need to do to get better. Renee said, you're amazing. Keep being you. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alrighty. Let's try this person from Waco, Texas, back. Stella, I think it is.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
One more try.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Tim says maybe more on condition. Yeah, I could have got some of that. Celicia said, I would just ask about the payment. Very true. Like, how much was that payment every single month? She did tell me it bumped up to 20 grand, which is freaking bananas. And then Tim said, I got the timeline, motivation, price, tax payments being the reason. Yeah. I should have dug more into the tax payments. 100%. Let me see here. We're gonna hop in my guy Mello's CRM, and I'm just gonna call all his leads. Yeah, let me call him really quick. Anybody else have any leads?
Your call has been forwarded.
Five nine 2518.
Please leave your message for 25.
Yo, what up, bro?
Yo, what's
Yeah.
going on, buddy?
You're live on YouTube. You got leads for me or what, bro?
I do. Did you sign in?
No.
All right, try to. But this is the thing where I added you as a user, but it didn't give me no password. It just shows your email and it says you're a user.
Okay, let me see what I gotta do. Let me see. Is there a specific section that you want me in?
Just go to the working ones. That's the group working leads.
Okay, let me see. All right, bro, I'll check it out.
Did you get in?
I just pressed forgot password. Yeah, I should be getting in right here.
Once it, and I'm in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna hop on the Zoom too, and if you're not in, I could just send them over. I'm just finishing up my haircut real quick.
Go get that fresh cut, bro.
I'll see you in a couple minutes.
All right, peace. All right. What the heck? All right, we're just gonna wait for Mello to get back in here. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna call some of my sellers, unless somebody else has any more sellers they want me to talk to. Yeah, a couple more things on that call. There was, especially in the beginning, it sounded like she wanted to hang up on me, and there was a few different times that she was trying to hang up on me. You got to be adamant. You got to make sure that you ask that open-ended question as quick as possible so that they don't have a chance to hang up. Renee is just crushing it. Let's go. Renee has another lead. Let's call him. Renee, what are you doing for marketing?
Sorry about that. So most of, everything I used to do was texting. I've been
Mhm.
using my phone. I'm on a lean budget right now. I just really started back doing Facebook marketing.
Well, these are some
So
leads. Keep it
mostly what
going.
I'm doing is I just cold call, and I just started doing Facebook marketing like in the last month.
Good job. Good stuff. Yeah, no, these Facebook leads that you're sending are pretty hot. You had another one too, or
Yeah, I have one in El Paso, Texas. I'm gonna put it in now.
love it. Alondra says, do you do New York? I have a 0% seller finance deal, but house has foundation issues. Yeah, let's call him and see what's up. Alrighty, for everybody that has joined not too long ago, we are in preparation right now for the Closers Octagon. Okay, it's a sales competition that I'm in on Friday. So we're making seller calls. So if anybody has any leads that you guys want me to call, throw them in the side chat. Make sure that you at me directly so it doesn't go to the whole entire chat. And we'll hop on these calls. I have my guy Mello coming in a second. He told me he has like 20 leads for me to call. So we'll have a lot of leads to call in a second. I can also call mine as well. But Renee has another lead. Let's call Norma. All right. It's not.
Actually, just tried to call her. I was in the middle of talking to her. She hung up.
Oh, dang.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Maybe her phone died.
That's what I was just thinking. You were just talking to her like right now?
Yeah, I asked her to hold on because it came in. I was just like, let me call.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
No, but that's good. You're on these leads like ASAP. That's what needs to happen when you're doing inbound. Like you need to be on these things as soon as possible.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
All right, I'm gonna pull up some of my leads in my team system. Hey, this must be Arthur. Hey, sorry, Arthur. I couldn't hear you earlier. My name is Mike. You spoke with my team about potentially selling a property in Pembroke. Was that still the case?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Yeah, my team told me that you were potentially looking to sell a property in Pembroke. I was just seeing if that was still the case.
Yeah.
Okay, love it. Well, I'm buying all around the South Shore, so I was calling to see if we could maybe work out something together. What was going on with the property?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to, you said picture of the property. I do that. No, I don't have anything for sale myself.
Oh, okay. So you're not selling that property at all?
No.
Okay, no problem. What did you think I said, by the way?
I do drone service and I make real estate videos.
Ah, okay.
So if you ever need one to sell, please.
So what is that? What does that entail?
If you use make a video to sell a property on the
Yeah,
market, it's advertising.
got it. So you like as far as like a drone and all that type of stuff to do it like a video. Got it. That's good. That's good to know, man.
Right.
Do you work with a lot of realtors and stuff, or?
So I'm at an event here. It's kind of loud, so I can't do that well.
All right, brother. We'll catch up maybe tomorrow or something.
All right.
All right, Arthur. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, not a motivated seller. See, here's the thing for the competition, it's like I don't want to be wasting my time on tire kickers. I don't think that guy was a tire kicker. It did say in my system that he wasn't really interested, but I'm just gonna keep on banging away. We got Willie.
Hello, and thank you for calling. I'm unable to take.
Come on, bro.
Hello, and thank you for calling. I'm unable. Hello, and thank you for calling. I'm unable to take your call at the moment. Please.
Yeah, Alondra, I don't know what's going on. It sounds like his phone's off.
All right, no problems. Let's see if I have another one.
Your call has been forwarded through. Your call has been forwarded through.
Mello, you can send them to me through the side chat manually. I don't know why it wasn't letting me in.
Electric.
Hey, this must be Frederick.
Yes, Rick. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Rick. My name's Mike. My team told me to give you a shout about your property in North Attleboro. My team said that you were potentially looking to sell it.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Okay, cool. Well, my name's Mike. I'm buying houses in the area. I was wondering if we could potentially work on something together. What was going on with it?
Nothing. I think it's just time to downsize. It's just me and my wife and my one son living there.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just something we're thinking about in the spring.
Got it. Springtime?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But if you're trying to buy houses, people that they, up, so I,
Got it.
so doing it, what you're doing, it may not be,
Yeah, it all depends on the deal itself. I mean, I'm looking at the house right now. It's beautiful.
yeah, it's a nice house, yeah, and we just had the whole thing redone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it seems like it was built recently.
Yeah, but in 2009, well, the house I built in 2000, 2019 had a lightning storm hit my stamped concrete walkway going to the backyard, jumped over to that metal fence, jumped up, hit my gas fireplace vent. It blew up my 75-inch TV, jumped down the electrical line, hit a gas line, put a hole in it, and ignited it underneath the floor.
Holy crap.
So, yeah, but I had fire stopping it right where it all happened. So the fire is saved right there, right underneath the family room. So we had some smoke damage. You had to cut up some of the floor. So the whole house was, new hardwood floors, all repainted, carpets on the second floor, carpets in the basement. Yeah, it was totally redone.
Holy crap. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, no one got hurt, thank God. But we were out of the house for like, I don't know, 4.5 months while it was all being done.
Wow, that is insane. That is insane. Well, I'm glad everybody's okay from it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, as far as like downsizing and stuff like that, do you guys already have plans and everything, or was this kind of just like a
We we may build something, or I'd like to buy something and renovate it, make it what I want. That's what I would like to do, but we're not sure. But well, right now the market's kind of in a little bit of a downturn right now, but it should be fine in the spring, I would think.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing.
Prices have dropped.
They have, man. I just sold the fix and flip today. You're gonna crap your pants when I say this. We made legitimately $6,000 on the fix and flip, which is crazy. It happened because a couple of different things. There was one, we just went over budget on our construction, but the market itself, we sold probably about $40,000 less than what we planned on selling it for back like a year ago. So the market has just shifted, and that's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah, but actually look for houses that need work.
Potentially in certain situations, like that property that I was just telling you about, we definitely rehab that one and put it on the market. But there are some cases where we go in and the property is already fully renovated and we just use it as one of our rentals.
Yeah.
But it sounds like, your property is probably a better fit for the market, especially given the size of it, and it's practically brand new. You're gonna find a nice family to go live in there or something.
Yeah, because they got it down as 2,800 square feet. It's actually almost 3,500 square feet. The basement's finished. I have a permit, but I just haven't got signed off on my building permit yet. It's actually in its 3.5 baths.
Got it.
Full bathroom in the basement.
Love it. Well, do you already have a realtor at all?
Yeah, well, I'm an electrician, a contractor, so I have a lot of. I actually work with probably 7 different real estate agents, and so I would be more apt to use them, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I'm not a realtor myself, but my wife is. That's why I asked. But yeah, she lives out of Canton.
You're out of Canton?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So who does all your electrical work?
Well, I was just gonna ask you. We have a couple guys that we use for a lot of our stuff, but our guy named Eric, he's the one that does the majority of our deals.
Yeah. Well, if you're happy with him, stay with him. I was just curious if there was anyone around here, because I do mostly like custom renovations, like I'm doing a house in North Attleboro. I'm like the electrical in this house like 240,000.
Oh wow, dang,
for a house.
Holy crap.
So, yeah, but I do a lot of like high end renovations, like custom bathrooms, custom kitchens, custom additions. Do small jobs too. you need a fan put in your bathroom, whatever, I would do jobs like that too. And I've been in business 40 years.
Cool stuff, bro. Well, regardless, whenever we do deals, we always end up getting a few different quotes. So I'd love to, meet you someday. And for the next project that we got one where the electrical is already done up in Boston. We have another one in Holbrook that we haven't started the electrical on that one. So, if anything, maybe I'll have you come check that one out. That one actually.
Yeah, right now I'm real busy. But if you have anything, it's around this area, give me a call. More than happy to take care of it for you.
Cool, bro. Well, before I let you go, that one that I was just telling you about in Holbrook, me and my wife bought that one as a flip, but we're just going to move into it. And a lot of the times we'll see opportunities like that where it's just the numbers just don't really work for a regular flip, and we'll refer it over to somebody that might flip it and live in it themselves. So
Yeah.
if any of those things pop up, where are you looking for you and your family?
I want to stay around this area.
In the Attleboro area?
Around North Attleboro. Because I've been in business 40 years. I've lived in North Attleboro. My company, actually in Attleboro. I bought a 12,000 square foot commercial building in Attleboro. So I got like 7 rentals here, and then I got my space.
Oh, wow.
My company. So
love it. So
I want to stay around here.
Are you looking for another I'm gonna call your house a bigger house than normal? Or
I'm looking for probably something around like 1,600, maybe 1,800 square feet. And then 1 floor, like a ranch.
interesting.
Something I could probably put an addition on or add to it.
Love it. I just got sent a lead today for one in Attleboro. That's why I'm asking. Let me pull up how much square feet this thing is. It's 1,500 square feet.
In Attleboro?
Yep. So all the stuff that we do is off market. So what will happen is these off market opportunities will come over to us, and just like I'm having a conversation with you, that's how we'll end up purchasing the majority of our properties. But a lot of the times they just don't fit our buy box, and we'll dish them off to other investors, or in your situation, another person that would just buy it to rehab it and live in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have this thing under contract yet. Once I do, I'll shoot it over to you if it's something that you're interested in, and let me know.
Yeah, Attleboro's funny. Depends where it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I'm not a big fan of Attleboro. North Attleboro, maybe Foxborough, Mansfield.
Mhm.
My daughter, I got 3 kids. They're all grown up with kids, but they live in Middleborough. I wouldn't want to, and then I got another one here in North Attleboro. So, this area, Attleboro, I'm not sure. It depends where it is in Attleboro. There's some nice areas in Attleboro, and then there's some real not good areas in Attleboro.
Yeah, no,
So,
I'm with you.
but you got my number. I mean, if you come across something and it meets my thing, maybe we can work something out of my house, and maybe we can make something happen.
Yeah, 100%. Here's what we should do. Why don't you save my number, and when you're ready to sell this property and you're about to pull the trigger on it and list it, let me know. And if we have any inventory that is off market that might be a good opportunity for you, I'll shoot it over to you. In the meantime, if something comes up in the Attleboro area, I'll shoot it over to you as well.
Yeah. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike. And you gotta put I'll just put realtor on my
You can put it as Mike Homebuyer. My last name is Gomes, Gomes.
home buyer. Okay. I will. I'll put that on my phone right now.
Cool. Thanks, Rick.
All right, then you take care.
You
Thanks for
too.
the call.
Bye-bye. Alrighty. Yeah. So, man, like those calls, I'm gonna have to get off quick, like because we're gonna run into those in the competition. So it's like I can't. What did I just spend on that call? 10 minutes. Like that call has to be maybe 5 in and out, so I can get on to the next one. You got to think about it. I have like 7 hours to lock up as many deals and have as many conversations as possible. I can't be spending my time with people that, and I'm not going to say are tire kickers, because I wouldn't say that guy's a tire kicker. He's probably really motivated to sell his property at some point, but he's more of just a retail seller. I just looked at his property online. It was a big freaking mansion. The thing was beautiful. Now, with that being said, there could have been an opportunity for creative finance. Like maybe I probably could have dug more deeper into his motivation on why he's downsizing all the way down to a 1,700 square foot property. That's actually, now I think about it, that's what I should have done. Instead of talking about freaking, you know, electrical stuff and all that type of stuff, I should have stuck to the script and stuck to topic and asked him, hey, so let me ask, like, what's got you moving all the way from a 3,000 square foot property all the way down to a 1,700 square foot property? Because there has to be something. Maybe his business isn't doing that good. Maybe he's having a hard time paying the mortgage or something like that. And then we might have a potential creative finance opportunity. So now that we're having this conversation, I don't like the way that went. I need to do better. All right. Somebody just called me back. Let me scroll up in the chat to see who it was. 106. Medi, what's up? So if you have a lead that you want me to call, just put it in the side chat. You can add it to my specific name, so it just goes to me. Seven, 8, 9, 8, 6, 5, 9, 8, 6, 5. Russell.
Hello.
Hey, this must be Russell.
Yes, it is.
Russell, this is Mike. My team told me to give you a shout about this property in Swansea that you were potentially looking to sell. You're still looking to sell it?
Yeah, I probably would.
Okay, love it. Well, I'm buying properties all around the South Shore. Just seeing if we could maybe work together on something here. Tell me what was the situation over there?
What do you mean?
Tell me about the property itself.
Oh, it's 2 bedroom. I don't know. What do you want to know?
Well, was this your personal house or is it one of your rentals?
Well, it is my personal house. I do have it rented right now.
Oh, got it. Okay. So there's tenants in there at the moment.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Well, I know it kind of sounds like maybe you weren't really, entertaining selling maybe until we called or something, but have you, talked to your tenants about selling it all or?
No, but I mean, I'd sell it if the offer was good.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it had a new roof put on it, and windows, siding. The whole inside was gutted. Probably about 10 years ago. It's got a Title V, probably, I don't know, 15 years ago. There's only one person living there, so I mean, I don't know. I've had the house for a long time.
Got it. Well, I mean, after all this time, what's got you finally even considering an offer?
Well, I know the town has it assessed at, I think 269 or something like that. That's what I'm paying taxes on. So I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to take any less than that.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Well, I mean, besides you having the property for a long time and us giving you a shout, is there anything else that has got you considering selling?
Do I have what?
I said, is there anything else that's got you considering selling?
No.
Alrighty, cool. Well, if we were able to do something and buy the property, you know, when do you think in your mind you'd want to do something?
When do I think in my mind what?
When do you think in your mind that you would want to sell?
I don't know. If you're interested, go take a look at it from the outside. Make me a quick offer. And we'll go from there.
Alrighty, well, we can just get to the nitty gritty of things right now. I have the property online, just taking a check at it. We can kind of just see if we're a good fit regardless. You know, I know you said what was it, around $260,000 that you were hoping to get for it?
I think it's 269 or something that the town has it assessed at.
Got it. Okay. Alrighty, cool. That was from 2023, probably.
Yeah, well, I pay taxes every quarter on it, and so I just got done paying. I think it was February 1st, so it's pretty fresh in my mind. So I think that was the last. Was it a week ago or so? Whatever. That's what it's assessed at right now.
Alrighty. Well, let's just say, and if you don't have like an exact number, no worries, but let's just say, you know, we're able to go in there and redo like the kitchen and the bath and just get it nice for the retail market. What do you think it would sell for on the open market with a realtor?
Oh, I never. I don't know. You're asking me. You're a realtor. I'm not.
Well, I'm actually the buyer. I only buy houses. The realtors,
Yeah.
the realtors sometimes get on my nerves, but that's beside.
I'm sure a realtor paid me what it's assessed at, and they put a little time and money into it. I'm sure they could get 350 or so for it. I would guess. That's my guess. Maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds about right for a single family down in Swansea. This thing's like 600 square feet, right?
Yeah, it's a small house, but small house itself.
Yeah, and it's right near the water. This doesn't have any water views, does it?
It's got water view. It is not right on the water.
Got it. It's like the next street over.
Yep.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Whenever we buy houses, we want to make sure that, you know, all the parties are taken care of, especially one, obviously the seller, but also the tenant. You know, we don't like going in there and disrupting anything that they got going on and stuff like that. So let's just say we were able to come up to an agreement on a price and everything. Do you know like what we could work with as far as the tenant goes and stuff, or?
Well, what do you mean? I mean, if you bought it, then you do what you got to do.
Okay, so how have they been as far as tenants and stuff?
What do you mean? I'm not following what you're saying.
Like how have they been as far as being a tenant? Are they paying on time? Are they good tenants? Okay. Well, what do they pay for rent?
I'm getting a very low price over there right now because I just haven't updated anything. It's low. Let's say it's low. It's very reasonable.
Well, she probably loves you.
I probably could get no problem $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 a month if I wanted to.
Oh wow, so you're significantly under that.
Yep.
Dang, I mean, after the taxes are paid and all that type of stuff and doing small maintenance.
I'm not making a lot of profit, that's for sure.
Oh gosh. How long has that been going on for?
Oh, I don't know. I've had her in there about 7 years, I think, but I've never raised the rent on her. Yeah, there's a little bit of profit there. I mean, I really haven't had any problems with the place, so
Hmm.
that's okay. But I was to have some problems, I guess, the profit would be less, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, for you, it's kind of better not charging a lot of rent because you don't have any high turnover. Like you don't have to go out and find a new tenant every 6 months or 12 months or whatever it is. You know. Well, that's good.
You know,
That's good. I mean, why do you want to sell it if the tenant's been good to you?
well, I don't know. It's just a thought.
Got it.
I don't have to sell it.
Okay. So if you didn't sell it, how long do you think you'd still hold on to it?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Okay, so it's kind of just like it's a property that I have. It's not causing me any headaches. It's not, making me a bunch of money. It's just kind of is there and it's not really a big
I
deal.
mean, yeah, that's basically it's my childhood home. Okay?
Oh, wow.
And when my parents passed away, I bought my brother out,
Hmm.
and I put some money into it. Like I say, I kind of went right through it, and that's pretty much where I stand with it. I mean, if I don't sell it, I don't sell it. I'm not pushing it.
Yeah.
I hear the market's supposed to be pretty good, so I just put it out there that it could be for sale. So I'm not going to give it away. That's where I stand.
Yeah, it makes a ton of sense. Well, hey, if we can get you somewhere around this, appraised tax value of 260, what would prevent us from moving forward with each other?
You're going to take care of all the paperwork,
Yeah.
and is there a what do you call it? Is there a capital gains on that?
260, anything over 250, you'll have capital gains on.
Anything
If
over
this was
250?
if this was your primary at one point, but it sounds like it's been a rental for a while. When you bought it from your brother, how much did you buy it for?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember. I'd have to look that up. I really don't know.
So here's how capital gains will work. If it's your personal house, which at this point, since it's been a rental and you bought it from your brother, more than likely the IRS will look at it as an investment property. So that's tax different. But if it was your personal property, then anything over $250,000 of after the sale price, if there's profit there, then that's where you'll be liable for taxes. Now, if it is an investment property, right? Like let's just say you bought this thing from your brother for $100,000 and you sell it for $260,000, you would be liable for capital gains on the profit of that being 160 in that scenario, if that makes sense.
What's the rate on that?
Percentage
wise?
Every single place is different depending, where you're at as far as how many assets you have and all that type of stuff, but it can get up to about 20%. So it all depends on your tax bracket.
20% on 150?
Yeah, but it all depends on your tax bracket. That's like very high.
Yeah.
But I would say probably for you it might be somewhere around the middle, like 10%. But I'm not a CPA, so I don't want to give you the numbers advice. That would be more of a conversation for you and your CPA.
Tax, I got an accountant that does all my work.
So I mean, is the tax thing something that you're worried about?
Well, it's nice to know what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
So you're saying, let's say if it was the middle of the road at 10%, it's 10% of 150.
If that was the case, if you sold it at
What you were saying.
Yeah.
buy it.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
260, 250, whatever. So let's say it was $150, 150,000 difference.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying 10% of that.
Yeah, don't quote me on it. I don't want to. I don't want to be your CPA here, but just for sake of conversation, yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you wouldn't take care of that 10%.
I mean, for us, there would be no way of us taking care of the 10%. The only way that would, I guess hypothetically, the only way that would be able to take care of the 10% is if we came up on purchase price. But then if we came up on purchase price, then you would be taxed even more because you would be seeing more of a gain.
So I guess what I would have to do is probably take the property back over again and don't rent it and just become just live there or just own it.
Well, here are my thoughts.
Am I right saying that?
100%. Here's what I was going to bring up. One of the ways that we buy our houses, especially with people that are about to hit like a big capital gains tax bill, is we'll just make the seller our bank rather than having them sell the property to us outright where we just pay them all their cash and they have to pay the tax man in that 1 year. We'll just make them payments over time, right? So we can come up to, I'm just spitballing numbers here, but just for sake of example, we'd be able to come up to a number of like 260 and pay you off every single month. And now since we're paying you over time, you're not liable for a bunch of taxes right away. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess I'd have to talk that over with my accountant.
Here's
what really know what's going on.
Yeah, here's what I think that you should do. I think that, you know, before pushing forward with anything, I think you should have a conversation with your accountant and see, I would say just hypothetical scenarios, see what it would look like for you as far as a capital gains tax bill would look like. If you sold it at 260,000, I can't make any promises that I could do 260. I can go back and do some underwriting and stuff based off of, you know, our conversation and what we have at hands to see if that's even close. But regardless, I will go have a conversation with him, say, hey, I'm potentially selling my property. I want 260 for it. If I sold it for 260, how much would I be liable for capital gains taxes? And then we can have another conversation maybe next week after you figure that out. And if it's a number that's like sickening, that's a skyrocketing number, then both me, you, and your accountant can come up with a good strategy on how to make payments over time so that you don't get hit with a big bill right all at once.
Yeah. Well, when I get down there, I'll question her on it. I got a million things going on right now, so yeah, I'll get down there at some point and see what she has to say about it.
Alrighty, sounds like a plan. Do you have an idea of when you're getting down there?
I don't know. I got a million things going on here in my business, so I don't know, maybe in a couple of weeks.
All right, cool. Well, hey, either myself or Romello on my team will give you a shout in a couple of weeks to see how that conversation with the accountant went. And you know, if there's something that we can work together, if it's, you know, something where the capital gains bill isn't going to be crazy, we could just buy the property in cash. And if not, then we'll figure something out to make sure that we mitigate the taxes that are going to be liable.
All right.
All right. Hey, Russell, I appreciate you taking my call.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Talk soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bam. Mello.
Yo.
All right, bro. What do you got? What happened on that call? Like, did you talk to that lead at all?
I talked to him. I'm about to set up my laptop right now real quick. I forgot what happened. Oh, you know how like he was mad stern with you at the beginning and like he wouldn't give you no info, nothing like that. Kind of just thumbs up on the call, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to call you back. So I didn't really get nowhere with him. That's why I was excited for you to call him. And I heard when you finally broke him, like he wouldn't tell you the motivation, and he just kept flowing the conversation, and then you went back to it. So Let's go. You considering selling after, or since the tenant's been good or something like that. And then that's when he started to open up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like you got to recognize that from the jump. A lot of these people, one, they don't want to be called. They don't want to be talked to right now. The guy's got a business. He's probably busy. You might have caught him at a bad time regardless. But a lot of it, like I was saying earlier, is just a smokescreen. The smokescreen that you got to push through. Once you push through it, all of a sudden you become their best friend. And now he's like letting that marinate in his mind. He's like, well, uh, if I did sell it, I'd have some capital gains. I mean, what would happen in that case? So it's like now his wheels are really turning. Out of the 10 people that have called him already this week, I'm sure he's going to remember our call out of the majority of it, which is the most important. So like this is what you guys got to realize with a lead like this, you're most likely not going to get a contract signed right then and there that day, right? So you want to put yourself in the best position possible for the next follow-up call so that he knows who you are in the next follow-up call and he's looking forward to your call. So you got to push him to take some action steps, right? Give him homework. Go have him go talk to his accountant, his wife, or whoever he needs to talk to, right? And then from there on out, do everything you can to make sure that he remembers you out of everybody else. And that's the goal. In the chat, somebody put some things that I could have done better on that call. And I mean this sincerely. Like I really want somebody to be like, yo, Mike, you could have done this a little bit better, that a little bit better. I can think of one thing right now on the top of my head. I think like when I was explaining some of the things, or when I was explaining some of my questions before I asked the open-ended question, I think I was talking a little bit too much, right? Like some of my questions were a little bit drawn out, and it got him to the point where you probably heard him on one of the answers. He was like, "Wait, what? Like, huh? I don't I don't get what you're saying. I just should have been straight to the point." Notice when he said that, I just got straight to the point. I said something like, how the tenant's been for you or something like that. Tim said, maybe pitch creative a bit more after the capital gains conversation. Yeah, kind of. Here's the deal. I don't like going down the rabbit hole of like a whole entire creative finance pitch. Yeah, just like you said, I planted the seed. I'd rather just kind of work what's at hand and make sure, because I already know that I'm going to have multiple conversations with this person. So I don't want to like machine gun spraying with a bunch of different things. Like when you do that, nothing sticks. You see what I mean? So I just want something, and the biggest thing that I got out of it, which he gave to me, it was a gift he gave to me. That what's it called? That capital gains thing. He literally gave me that gift. I didn't even ask him. He just came up with it. It was after I built a relationship with him and established some credibility and stuff like that. So I did work for it in that sense, but it wasn't a specific question that I asked that got him there. But when I realized that, I'm like, he's really considering, and I want to make sure that I, put myself in a good position. But, going like explaining exactly how it's done and everything like that, I would do that in some cases, but in his case, I think it just would have been a little bit too much for him, because we're gonna have another conversation with this guy regardless. Let's go. Let's go. All right, on to the next. I don't know why I feel like I know this lead.
Well,
Hey, this must be Scott.
yes. How you doing?
I'm doing great, brother. My team told me to give you a shout about us potentially buying the property on Perry Ave in Brockton. I was seeing if there was something that we could maybe work on together here.
Okay. I'm still working on trying to get my tenant out,
Ah, got it.
and she's on Section 8. I can't kick her out, do anything to her until she's out of the place there. And plus, I'm planning on once she's done, I'm gonna try to what do you call it? Do some painting and some floor sanding and do some cosmetic work. Needs a couple of cabinets there and a countertop. With the tenant, do some damage there, but I mean, pretty much have to spend some time over there just to get the thing ready for sale.
Just kind of like regular wear and tear from tenants.
Yeah. From it's typical Section 8. I mean, what you got to deal with, with the
Yep.
neglect of or they don't care what it's not their property, so it doesn't belong to us. So
That's
see
true.
what I mean?
That's true. It's good for us because it's like, you get that government check every single month, but at the end of the day, they don't really care about
Yeah,
the property
I'm pretty much lower than everybody else is with the going rate with rent. I can't raise the rent on her because right now she's non-renewal rent, non-renewal of lease. So right now, but she's trying draw it out until she finds a place and go from there. But I was in talk with her Section 8 sponsor today, so I have to get some court papers to her and go from there. So
Got
it'll
it.
take some time because I almost had her out of the house back in August, and somehow she got a state-funded lawyer, which the state is approving right now. Massachusetts is so.
What the heck?
So especially people or low-income people, they have the option of getting was a state-funded lawyer right now.
Right. Yep. We're working on
America.
right. We're working on the same type of situation up in Lowell.
Yeah.
It is absolutely ridiculous. What happened?
More Haley.
It's ridiculous, bro. Massachusetts is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
The guy that did my inspection maybe a month 2 months ago, he went over there. He owns property, and he was telling me between Massachusetts and California, they're the worst.
Yep, both of them. The
Yeah.
absolute worst. I'm heading to Arizona for a real estate event this week, and all of my buddies that do deals out there are like, yeah, we don't have that problem at all. We get our tenants out in like 30 days. And I'm like, what? So what happened with these tenants over here on Perry Ave?
Well, it's just that she knows how to play the game, and the way the game is that the way she plays the game, and she what call it like she took her sweet time paying the rent and all that stuff, and then she was it finally when it came down to getting her evicted. The judge overruled what my lawyer had suggested, and that was it. She still has a place to live. And she only got one child with her, but the child's a teenager.
Hmm.
Yeah, but the thing is that she got a baby daddy that's got some control over her, and that has what's it, his junk truck there and a freaking trailer there. It's not like she does any kind of landscaping or roofing or anything like that. But I've been trying to get her to get that piece of crap truck out of the property.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so it's a pain in the ass. I have to really talk to the lawyers about getting the deal done there. And I come to find out I talked to someone who knows someone from an insurance company said that the truck belongs to her illegal boyfriend.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
Interesting. Well, what's preventing you from just getting them out and then putting a new tenant in?
well, it's just that the state. I have to go with the state of Massachusetts and go with her sponsor. And what I got from her, we'll call it
what I got from her, someone who she was dealing with, trying to find a new place to live. They even kept on hounding her, but she has what I got is that she don't have good credit.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so with the no good credit, no landlord's going to take her in unless she has good credit. And ask for that, what's that, what do you call it? Security is first class of security deposit.
Right.
So with me knowing though, I know quite a bit of that because I work for a real estate company right now. And yeah, most of our properties the company I work for, I manage their properties down here in New Mexico. But most of their properties here in up in Massachusetts, in New England, and also is that they have we call it what's it? They have the same issues like what I do, and also go
Right.
there. And we don't accept anybody like we have like in Brockton. We have plenty of low income houses. I mean, low income apartments, and also that we provide over there just to get tenants in there. But the thing is that we have the same issues with them, with trying to have good credit.
So wait, so are you in New Mexico now, or?
You betcha.
Wow. Okay. And this is your personal house. This isn't the company's house.
No. It's my personal house. I got a house here too. So
Love it.
I got
Okay.
two properties. I didn't really want to be here. It's like I was stranded here. So
What, in New Mexico?
Yeah, the land of entrapment. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's basically it.
So what's preventing you from like getting this tenant out of there and then putting a new tenant in?
I don't want to put a new tenant. I just want to get rid of her altogether and just try to fix up the house and just sell it.
God, why not?
Yeah.
Well, why not just put a new tenant in there and wait for the market to go up?
No, it's a headache. I mean, I don't have time for it. I got enough issues with the properties there, especially with the my commercial properties I manage here. It's a freaking nightmare.
That's a lot, bro.
Back in Massachusetts, you guys got a problem with mass cast with all the homeless and also I got a lot of. I'm in the place they call the war zone here right now, and I got so many druggies, so many homelessness. It's like a freaking soap opera here. You seen that movie? You ever see the TV show Breaking Bad? That's the way it is.
Nah, I never saw that, but I've heard of it. Are you in Albuquerque?
Yeah. I got a place where I live. I live in the suburb of outside of Albuquerque, but I'm in Albuquerque right now. Yeah.
Do you know Daniel Quijano?
Sounds familiar.
He's the only other real estate investor in New Mexico. There's only like two of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's only like two New Mexico investors in the whole entire state.
Yeah. Maybe if you know, I mean, if you talk to, because we'll call it this company that we deal with, they're called Base 5. They are real estate brokers. So we deal with them to find, possible tenants and all stuff for our commercial properties. We don't want to deal with residential. It's too much of a headache here.
Right. All righty. Well, we can get into the nitty gritty of the Perry Ave property. Like let's just say, you wave the magic wand and we could figure out the tenant issue without you having to keep prolonging it. Like, what would you be willing to sell the property for cash with us just dealing with the tenants itself?
Get into that because I rather I got to deal with my lawyers I have.
Yeah.
So I leave everything with my lawyers in Massachusetts that work for our company. Need it bigger. So I'm trying to do some landscaping here, try to fix some landscaping, but bigger. And I'm just trying to do everything, by the books with the lawyers and all stuff and go from there.
Okay, so because of the situation with the tenant, you're saying?
Yeah. I gotta deal with it. Try to do everything right.
Okay. Well, how much are you hoping to get for it on the back end once you get them out?
All right. What I'm trying to do is try to get between 425 and 450.
Yeah.
It's in a good area. I mean, it's in a good area. There's new houses around they're in that same neighborhood right there, in that same street. I mean, and plus it's not that far from any local convenience stores. Not that far from the border of Abington and Whitman.
Yep.
And the hospital's right up the street, Brockton Hospital. So
Yep.
not that far from any, all the places that are there. That's why I decided to go around with that price right there.
Love it. Yeah, we just sold one on Center Street. Right. We actually
Oh, yeah.
just signed the closing docs today. It's probably like maybe a half a mile from you.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bigger than yours, and it was like completely brand new. Everything was renovated. That sold for 445. So,
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
you're kind of right on. I mean, what?
The roof is not that old, and it's only maybe 12 years old, so like 11, 12, 13 years old.
Right.
The furnace is about 2.5 years old. The vinyl set since 2008, 2009. Deck, same thing, 2008, 2009. Pretty much everything, and I just got it recently pointed. The bricks and all stuff on the house and all stuff, and windows. They might need a new seals on them and all stuff. And it's pretty much. It's not really. It's mainly the stuff that's on the inside that has to be redone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's just say, like, for work that you need to do, how much is going to need to be done for work, like any renovations?
I'm planning on going back to Massachusetts within maybe April or May, because I got to go and check up on the house. I haven't been there since last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I went in September, October last year. With the situation with what's going on with it's hard to find people. So I have a hard time getting out there because I have a hard time finding good help here.
Yeah.
So that's
100%. Well,
everywhere in the country.
Well,
can't find any good help.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'm looking at, right? Like, this is Brockton is our main market. Our office is in Canton, and we do probably the majority of our flips in Brockton. So
Okay.
what we've done in the past is whenever a seller is like out of state or just doesn't want to manage whatever they have to manage for, getting tenants out, or even the construction itself, or whatever rehab needs to be done, sometimes we'll just facilitate the whole entire thing, and then we'll have our realtor listed on the market and stuff. That way the seller doesn't have to deal with any of that while they're out of state. You know what I mean? So
Okay. Yeah.
we could do something where we just facilitate everything. We'll go in with our contractors, do the painting that needs to be done, fix any minor repairs that need to be done, and we could just facilitate it.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Okay. Just trying to get my helper to turn back. All right. Do me a favor. I'm just trying to fix this irrigation system here. Do me a favor. Do you have my email address?
I don't.
All right. This is your cell phone?
Yep.
All right. Do me a favor. Just send me your information, and with a copy of your a picture of your business card.
Yeah.
And your email address, and or you have a website for your company.
Mm-hmm.
And just send it to me to this my cell phone number, and that'll be great.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got you. As far as the tenants go, do you have an idea of a timeline on that, when they're going to be out?
No, you know what it is? I gotta send everything to her, to the rep from Section 8.
Yep.
And go from there. And I have to show her the court documents, and what else she says? Court documents. There was something else I have to deal with, and go from there. It depends on them, and go from there. And plus my lawyers, so they're gonna what's gonna happen if I get the go from them? We'll just send like a maybe 30-day notice to vacate.
Okay.
And go from there. But it's it could work my way, it could work her way, because the state is having a hard time finding with the shelters and everything else. Since she don't have great credit, so
right
go from there.
Right. Okay, so I mean, I think why don't we do this rather than talking numbers and all that type of stuff just yet? I think the best bet is to just get the tenants out, and then Once the tenants are out, we can go check out the property. And then what would happen from there if you wanted our help to facilitate everything, we'll just come in, we'll pay for any renovations that need to be done. We'll have our contractors facilitate it and all that stuff. And then, whatever number that me and you agree upon will be the number that you get in your pocket. I'm not going to get like too in the weeds of it, but essentially it's a program that allows you to not have to facilitate anything and talk to any contractors or realtors or anything like that. And whatever number it is that we agree upon, we'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. Just send me your information. That'll be good. We'll go from there. Okay.
All right, brother. Talk soon.
Hey, have a good day.
Bye-bye, you too. Boom. Alrighty. Mello, that's a good lead, bro.
Yeah, remember I brought you that one like a week or two ago, and you told me like a whole bunch of stuff, and when I went back to him and tried having a conversation with him, he just told me, "Oh yeah, that's pretty much the same thing he told you, but he's like, oh yeah, I want to send it to my lawyer to make sure you guys are legit, all this stuff." But you built like a lot more credibility with him. He just sounds like he's ready to go. It just got to be the right fit for him.
Yeah, to be honest, this is a novation agreement. Like this is a guy that I keep in the pipeline. You don't need to get him under contract right now. Like he's not going to be signing with anybody anytime soon. And if he does, it's going to be with a cash buyer, like quote unquote cash buyer who's a wholesaler that doesn't know what they're doing, that locks him up for a crazy high number. Because he's a smart guy. He knows the stuff. You see what I mean? He knows what he needs to do in order to maximize the property. But now that he knows that like I'm credible and I'm doing deals and all that stuff, and I can just help facilitate everything while he's in New Mexico. Notice he like planted a seed, a very small seed about New Mexico. He was like, yeah, us here in New Mexico or something like that. And I was like, all right, I know I got to circle back on that because that could potentially be some motivation for us to help do a deal with him later on in the future. So it's like, yeah, a guy wants 425. I would say ARV is probably like maybe 450, right? Somewhere around there. If it just needs a quick cleanup, like $10,000 worth of work, we can get him. Here's how you get his numbers down. You get him to realize that, and this is where I was going with him. And I was like working on a couple of things. I kind of lost track, but I worked the numbers back, right? So in his mind, let's just say he wants 425 for the property. He thinks that, and by the way, I negotiated myself out of numbers, which was dumb. Like I put out there that the property that I sold was 445. I shouldn't even have said that. But 425, here's how I back down the numbers. I'm like, hey, so you want 425 for the property. Let's just say, how much work do you need to put into it? He tells me, it's going to take 10 grand or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, here's the deal. With 425 after your realtor costs and closing fees, you're really probably trying to walk away with around like 390, plus you have the $10,000 worth of reno that you got to do. So you're looking at maybe like 380 in your pocket. And you get him to agree to that and be like, yeah, that's probably, at the end of the day, after fees and construction and all that type of stuff, I'm probably looking to walk away with somewhere around that 380. Now you're able to backtrack, right? Now you're able to backtrack the numbers so that when I give him a novation offer of like 360, it doesn't seem too off from what he would get on the market, right? And on the market is not guaranteed, right? This is what's going to happen to him. He's in New Mexico. He has a whole entire business down there. He's operating. You just heard him. He's freaking trying to put a bush in somebody's yard. Like he's a landscaper doing whatever he's doing down there. He's busy. He would much rather just have somebody guarantee him 360 than, have to go back and forth with contractors and come back and forth from, New Mexico to Massachusetts just to take care of this property when somebody could just facilitate the whole entire thing for like 360 or whatever it is. So that's how you backtrack the numbers. But Mello, this is a lead, bro. Stay in touch with him. Keep him in your CRM. Follow up with him as the what's it called? As the eviction process is going through.
When do you think I should put the next follow up, like 2 weeks?
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
Good stuff, gang. Any questions on that deal? I mean that lead. Any, any pieces of advice y'all can give me. Y'all are my coaches, man. I need some advice. I need some advice on how to go take down the beast, Pace Morby.
Oh, you ready to go?
Yeah, bro. It's gonna be good. I'll be honest, these calls, like from today and from Thursday, have helped me out so much. Like, cause I'm not banging the phones like this every single day. I started getting back into my acquisition business over the past month or so to prepare, but like just making call after call after call, I haven't done that in a while, and that's what this is about. Al says, "Find the bunnies." Yes, exactly. That's Pace's favorite line. Find the bunnies. So yeah, man, this is gonna be good. So, with all that being said, we're gonna wrap things up here for the night. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this link in the chat again, and I'll put this on YouTube as well for you guys. So I'll put this link on YouTube as well. It's a link to the Closers Octagon. So if you guys want to listen to this competition that's happening on Friday, it's happening this Friday, February 9th, from 11 a.m. Eastern time to 6 p.m. Eastern time, or 9 a.m. Eastern time, AZ time to 4 p.m. AZ time. Okay, so go to that link. You'll be able to see the stream live on Friday. It's going to be dope. We got my guy Pace Morby making seller calls with us. We got my guy Jerry Norton making seller calls with us. And we got a bunch of leaders in the industry who are judging, including RJ Bates, Jamil, Brett Daniels. It's going to be dope. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to sit there. We're going to bang the phones. We're going to lock up deals. We're all going to hang out. But this has been one of the best ways that in the beginning I learned from people. I'm like a monkey see, monkey do type of person. So the best way for me to learn something is just look at somebody do the thing, right? I could read all the sales books in the world. I could, do all the role plays I want in the world. But the best way that I learned personally is to just watch somebody go do the thing. And that's how I learned in the beginning. So it's a great opportunity for you guys to go and listen to like high level people like Jerry Norton, man, Pace Morby. These dudes have been doing this for like decades, like tens of, like a lot of years. Okay. Talking to not even just sellers. I want you guys to understand this. Somebody like will Jabs, Daryl, or Marlon be a part of the closers competition? No, they will not, unfortunately. Oh, Renee, you're gonna be there?
Yes, sir.
Let's
I live
go.
in Arizona.
Let's go. That's exciting. Are you going to the golden ticket event too, or?
No, I didn't get a ticket.
Word up. All right, that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see you on Friday. Super cool.
Thanks.
So yeah, if you're in Arizona, you can actually go to the event live. So it's gonna be pretty cool. But man, it's like, I look at somebody like Pace. Let's just talk about Pace, for example. I'll never forget. This is probably like maybe 2 years ago or something. I was on a Q&A with him, and he was telling me a story about how probably like 15 years ago or something a long time ago. Like this wasn't recent. This was way before he got into real estate. And he was like, this was my first sales job that I ever did. And he was explaining to me what it was. He was like, I was dead broke. I didn't have any money. And I went and got some random sales job. I forget what he was. Oh, I think he was like, he was in charge, like there was a trucking company or something like that. And he was in charge. He was like a lead manager for a trucking company. He had to set up appointments for the boss, right? And all the boss gave him was a stack of leads, right? It was his first day. It was like when he first started out in sales. He got a stack of leads with just a name and a phone number. And he just had to call all those leads and set up an appointment for the guy. He said in his first week, he ended up with $5,000 and he like went to New York and bought some sneakers or something. It was a cool story. But I say all that to say, he's been doing this sales thing for a while, man. So it's like somebody like that, you get to listen to a whole entire day of him talking to sellers. Like that is years worth of experience compacted into one day, which is very interesting. And now that I'm thinking about it, if you combined everybody's that's in that competition's experience, it's years. It's probably like it's a lot of years. Probably like I don't even know, but a lot of years. A lot of years worth of experience of not just wholesaling and talking to motivated sellers, but legitimately like just sales in general. So that's the thing. That's a lot of people don't know that about Pace. Like he's been the sales guy for a while. He's been in sales departments and he's, you know, he he's been doing sales for a while. So it's like this ain't nothing new. That's what it's all about, baby. We will see y'all when I get back. And when I get back from AZ on, I think I land on Saturday. So for next week, I need you guys to stay tuned, right? Because stay tuned with your text messages and your emails because we're going to be doing Zooms every single week. Okay. So the people that are already in the Blueprint Mentorship, I already told you guys today. And if you guys missed, no, yesterday. If you guys missed the Zoom yesterday, I'm sorry. You should have been there. But I already told you guys where we're heading for Blueprint itself, like the inside of the mentorship, the Zooms that we're going to be doing every single week and all the modules and all that type of stuff. But for everybody that's in the free Facebook group that gets all the text messages and the emails and stuff like that, we're doing a weekly challenge starting next week. It's going to be a sales challenge. It is every single week for every single month of the year. You know, it's going to be a 4-week challenge. The first 2 weeks are just regular sales training. And then the next 2 weeks consist of me talking to sellers just like we did tonight. And then the last week is you guys talking to motivated sellers. So I'm going to literally take leads out of my own system and bring them to you guys. And you guys are going to hop on the phone with people. And it's going to be dope. And I'll give you feedback on like what went well, what we could have done and all that type of stuff. So we are like really going to get into the weeds and we're going to like really train up so that by the end of 2024, we become experts at communication. That's what this is all about. It's all about being an expert at communication, not only delivering your message, but analyzing stuff. Right. Like on those calls that we were just on, I was analyzing just a lot of little intricate things. Like when he said very briefly about New Mexico, I knew that was a very important thing that I need to follow up on. Right. Like all these little things that some people might pass over. They're very, very important. So we're going to sharpen our skills and we're going to become some killers when it comes to communicating. And that's the deal. But before we do that, we got to go win a dang competition. Okay. So I will catch y'all on the streams. So go support your boy when it comes to the closers, Octagon, and I'll catch y'all next week. I appreciate y'all tremendously. If you guys need